I consider people dangerous in general. I think, you know, they're the most dangerous thing that ever happened to this planet. You know, people in general are very destructive and dangerous and stuff like that. And the biggest danger is usually in being, you know, ignorant and not being aware of like what's going on. And like I said, most of the people who are dangerous are mostly the people who haven't come to fully understand themselves. They're ignorant of their own.
Tell us about your group, your organization,
okay.
The name of it.
Okay, my organization is the Coven Organization.
The Coven Organization.
Right.
Okay, so it's not a coven.
It's not a coven itself.
Okay.
It's like a coven organization for covens and other people, and to create whether they're a coven could be composed of a single person or multiple people, and it's to get people, like I said, open lines of communication and activism for, as a, you know, within a pro-vampire outlook.
Okay.
And
you have a website.
We have a website, and we've opened it in December, and we've had about 5,000 people.
And what's the URL?
It's www.thecoven.org.
Okay.
.org. And we've had, like I said, we've had about 5,000 people view this, individual people view the site. Many have stayed, and we have about 350 active members right now. And
is that nationally mostly?
That's international.
It is.
Yeah, we have members in Italy, Norway, Hungary, everywhere.
It appears that there's quite a lot of vampire or neo-vampires, lifestylers, if you will, here in America. And is this also happening in other parts of the world just as much? Okay.
Yeah, just as much. It's happening.
Is this a millennial phenomenon?
That's been brought up a few times.
What do you think?
I think it may be.
Well, it's new, isn't it?
Yeah, it's well, it's
yes, it has roots, but I mean, as a trend.
It has some roots. It
as a proliferation, I've seen quite a lot of this.
You know, as clinical, you know, blood feeders have said, you know, that they their ancestors and people who were like them. Their forefathers were the cause of the original vampire myths and mythos, that they've been around for centuries and thousands of years.
Yes.
People who are blood drinkers and blood fetishes have been around for thousands of years too. It's like, you know, whether or not it's openly prevalent within our society is sort of new. You know, and then like vampire lifestyles are fairly new, but new is relative, and I think Stephen Kaplan's like has had some interactions with them going back as like far as like early 1970. So lifestylers. They're finding.
Well, punks went back a ways too.
Right.
You know, I mean, but still.
It's still.
Once it reaches a certain critical mass, you know, it becomes a trend. I would think, you know, that being a vampire is at the trend level now, don't you?
It's burgeoning on it, but like you see, like the trend is probably within like the role playing. Lifestyling hasn't fallen that much into the trend yet.
Okay.
It's got a little bit way to go, but it's about it's almost there. But that would be like something you actually want to see.
Always, yeah, probably a vampire community or the ethos has got to remain an outsider. I mean, this can never be so popular or so predominant that it, you know,
right, that like
it's mainstream.
You want to walk through the supermarket and everyone's like dressed like vampire one day.
You always see that with the gothic stuff.
Right. I'm not trying to create it into a mainstream thing, or only within the community itself. Is that there's better lines of understanding within the community.
So once again, you're not seeking to get more vampires.
No, I'm just trying to get the ones who are out there and get them involved with each other and get them involved with themselves.
Okay, and then a little more self-respect and communication among